with retirement in the country, and a lot of people are having difficulties retiring because people are now retiring without a paycheck. This is a real issue. And so today I'm covering with you guys exactly what you need to do, how for you to combat retirement, and most importantly, putting yourself in an incredible position to make sure that your golden years are protected. This is Dr. Kennedy Thomas, and I'm on a journey of impacting 1 million people with clarity of financial literacy. So with that said, let me go into the main thing, that I'm covering with you guys today, that most people spend their entire lives preparing for a payday. You see, but they never prepare for the day that paychecks actually stops. That's the real retirement crisis that we're facing in America today. It's real. You see, people are not running out of ambition, they are running out of structure. And the reason many people, many families, especially stay calm, the wealthy family, when they stay very, very calm, during economic uncertainties, because they understand something that most people were never taught. They understand that there's a difference between growing money and positioning money. Today, I want to help you understand retirement in a completely different way. Here goes the biggest retirement lie. Go to school, work hard, get a college degree, put money in a retirement account, and someday everything works out just beautiful. But retirement today is different than it was 30 or 40 years ago because many pensions disappeared, cost of living exploded, healthcare costs increased, people are living longer, and many retirees are discovering something very painful. Having money saved does not automatically mean having sustainable income. Here's the key. Retirement is not a number problem only, it's an income problem. Let me take it a step further, okay? Most people are very, very afraid of this. Most people, fear that their retirement around the corner and they're not ready for it. Sometimes you're young, you're not thinking about retirement because you're young, and I always say you're young, but you're not forever young. The earlier, the better. For some people, they are not that young, but they are worried, but they want to push the problem away, thinking I will make that problem disappear. But it doesn't work like that because that problem doesn't go away. It's there. For others, as they have plans for retirement or they are torpedoed, maybe a divorce or something happened in their lives and they have to start all over again. Either way, people are genuinely afraid of running out of money in retirement. So becoming dependent upon family is not the best thing anybody wants. And losing dignity, especially in your golden years, could be pretty rough. A market crash could be at the wrong time, or even watching seven disappear while you're still alive, especially if retirement begins during economic instability. Here's the thing. One bad decade near retirement can change everything for you, completely everything. So here is where the simple annuity, comes in. Because I can simplify annuities. Many people, have heard about it. Maybe they heard the word, but they truly never really understood it. You say, in the period where retirement becomes a crisis and people are living longer and it's very painful, like this is the moment where you could take time to actually say, okay, let me do what I need to do to put myself in a better position to avoid, having to spend my golden years, and messing with my dignity, looking for somewhere else to put my head, or even 3 meals a day to eat. This is where an annuity comes in. An annuity is simply a financial product that's designed to help create future income, and that's it. It's not a magic. It's not a hype. Its core purpose is protection, is predictability, lifetime income potential. That's what an annuity is. And there are three types of them. One is called a fixed annuities. The other one is called indexed annuities, and the third one is called variable annuities. Each of them have their own risk levels, and they serve their own purposes. In a very simple analogy, think of it this way. Most people know how to build a pile of money. Very few know how to turn that pile into a regular paycheck. This is the reason why positioning matters more than anything. Because the wealthy often think differently. Average people ask, how much can I make? And a wealthy person asks, how much can I protect? How long can this last? How do I reduce unnecessary risk? They ask critical questions. Where money sits really matters a lot because it determines your freedom. So this is the reason why if someone retires and the market crashes early in retirement, withdrawing money during losses can permanently damage their account. But this requires knowledge. That's why many retirees value stability at their age. And that's the reason why you ought to be thinking about protecting your money even more. Emotional money versus structured money, two different things. Because you see, many financial mistakes are made emotionally. Many people think they act out of fear, they act out of greed, okay? They act out of fear, they act out of greed, they act out of panic, out of following trends. Structure creates peace, education creates confidence, and confidence changes decision making. You say financial literacy is not just about becoming wealthy, it's about reducing financial fear. That's what it's about. This is the reason why today, if I can leave anything with you today, is this: retirement should not depend on hope. Hope is not a strategy, it's an optimism, but it's not a strategy. People deserve education. People do. People deserve education. People deserve to know a whole lot more. People deserve clarity. People deserve to understand their options. This is what people deserve because financial literacy is not only about money. So all we think about is money, 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 but it's more than that. Financial literacy is freedom. Okay, it affects how you think. Financial literacy affects your stress. It affects your health. Let me tell you one of the biggest things. People have an ego problem, but the Bible says your shame shall be undone. That you don't have to let your ego be so shameful that you don't get to the next level of your life. It shouldn't be. But a lot of people are caught up, they're into that kind of stuff. Or they're pretending to be rich rather than being rich, or they look for other esoteric ideas to go to the next level. But in reality, this is very, very simple. It really is very, very simple. You need clarity, you need education, you need action. People deserve to understand their options. How can you make financial decisions in the dark? You can't. And if you do, the consequences are very dire because financial literacy is bigger than money. The financial literacy is your health. It really is. It's your health, it's your relationships, and it's your dignity later in life. So money is just one piece of it. That's why I'm committed to helping 1 million people gain financial clarity. We're tracking guys all the way from Africa to Asia, all the way, from Europe to far beyond. Just so you guys know, we're going to have 1 million people that's going to follow us because we're going to bring financial literacy and allow people to make informed decisions to become financially free. Because I know this. I know when people are clear, they make clear decisions. Clear decisions bring them clear money. Clear money is used accurately for the purpose it's designed for. Think about it this way. Imagine you have money, but your money is not assigned to a purpose. Money doesn't like to be suffocated. If you have money sitting somewhere, it's gonna go. Money's gonna go because money have no respect for where you try to suffocate it. Money is called a currency. That's why it has to be like a currency of the ocean. Money is called motion. That's why it's in a perpetual move. Currency of the ocean, the bank of the ocean. Even the terminology of money shows money is supposed to be in the movement. It's not supposed to be static. So when you have money and your fist tight on your money and it's sitting somewhere, guess what's going to happen? It's going to make its way out. An emergency will occur, you have to spend the money. A car will break down, you have to spend the money. A house needs a roof, you have to spend the money. Because money cannot be suffocated at all. Money has to move. This kind of concept is what I need to make sure that we'll keep teaching because you can then move your money into the right spot. Like you assign money, you assign assignment to your money. So it's not suffocated. It go into an investment. It go into a place where you're making 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10% of your money. It goes into a place where even when you're sleeping, your money is growing for you. In other words, where you put your money matters a lot. If this helped you today, share this live with everybody. Share it. Follow this page. Send this to someone nearing retirement. and comment retirement if you want me to create more educational content around annuities, around income planning, so that this way you're making decisions that truly benefits you. So with that said, thank you for joining me today. Like I always say, please work like it's up to you. Pray like it's up to God. Thank you, everybody. Bye now.